Autofill Magic is a link building tool that can help you build high quality backlinks and that way increase your search engine rankings. It is one of the few tools that are aimed at creating high quality Tier 1 contextual backlinks. Autofill Magic offers the flexibility and quality of manual link building, but at a much higher speed and with a far more efficient workflow. Autofill Magic is different from any other link building tool, and so is this introduction video. Instead of making the usual 2 minutes, buy this software and become a millionaire video, we will do our best to give you a clear idea of what Autofill Magic is and how it works, and that just takes more than 2 minutes. But if you do watch this video to the end, you will know right away if Autofill Magic is right for you. In short, Autofill Magic is a very advanced Firefox add-on. It adds a completely new layer of options to your browser. From the Autofill Magic toolbar you can do a bunch of different things. But let's take a brief look at the options window for Autofill Magic. This is where you manage all your profiles and projects, and here you have all the bells and whistles that you'll expect from a modern link building tool. There's support for captcha solving, proxies, email verification, various randomization features, and a bunch of other useful options that you can tweak to your liking. When it comes to content, you have several options. You can use articles in traditional spin tags, or you can post unique articles from a folder. We also support a special format called block spinning. Block spinning is a new way to randomize content, and it is superior to traditional spin tags in many ways. It will produce perfectly readable articles that will pass both a human and an automated review. If you want to know more about block spinning, you can check out the tutorial section on the website. Links, images, and video can be inserted into the article automatically, so you do not need to include them in the actual text. Another key feature of Autofill Magic is the dynamic site list with all the sites that Autofill Magic support. I'll talk more about the site list later, but first I'd like to show you just how easy it is to create an account and post an article with Autofill Magic. First, let us find a site to use as an example. You can filter the site list really easy just by entering a bit of a domain in the search box. From the site list there is a direct link to all sign-up pages. Now when I click the link, the sign-up page opens in a new tab. To fill the form, simply click the Autofill Magic button in the toolbar and the form will be filled in. And the captcha will be solved. So let's submit and sign up for an account. And there we go, we now have an account. The next step is to verify the email address, and Autofill Magic can do this too. Simply click the email verification button in the toolbar and Autofill Magic will fetch the email and click the verification link. Also notice that this icon changed from gray to green, indicating that you now have a verified account at this site. Let us try to update the page and see if the message that we need to verify our email is gone. And sure enough, our email is verified and the account is all set up. Now that we have a verified account, let's go and post an article. For all sites in the Autofill Magic collection, there's a site note displayed in the left side of the screen. This note will give you some key information about the site, and it will provide shortcuts to all key pages. To make a new post, we simply click the shortcut to the posting page. Then we can fill in the article by clicking the Autofill Magic button in the toolbar. And now all we need to do is to click Publish and our article is posted. We can confirm this by clicking the Home shortcut in the side note. This will take us to the blog home page. And here we can verify that our article is actually posted. The last thing we want to do is to collect the link to this article, so we can index it later or build a second tier of links to this URL. Autofill Magic can do this too. Simply click the link to the article, and when the article is loaded, we click the Collect Link button in the toolbar. This will save the URL to our list of collected links. The list is available from the My Links tab in the Options window. As you can see, the workflow for setting up accounts and posting articles is far easier and much faster than if you had to do this manually. In the previous example, we saw how easy it is to work with Autofill Magic when you're setting up a single site. But Autofill Magic also lets you work with multiple sites at the same time. This is a very powerful feature and a fantastic time saver. In the following, I'll show you how to log into multiple sites at the same time and post multiple articles. Again, the starting point is the site list. First, I want to find the sites where I already have a verified account. To do this, I will use one of the available filters. So I open the Filters menu and set the filter for account status to Account OK. This will filter the site list to display only sites where I have a verified account. Next, I'll select 3 of these sites. And now, with the site selected, I can choose a bulk action from the Bulk Actions menu. There are several options available here, and you can pause the video just to see what you can do. In this case, I want to auto login to all the sites, so I select the auto login option. When I click the auto login option, Autofill Magic will open the login page for all the selected sites and log me into the accounts automatically. In this example, we are just logging into 3 different sites, but you could do the same thing for 10 or 20 or 100 sites. Autofill Magic automatically stores the data that you use when you sign up, so you don't have to worry about your usernames, email addresses, or passwords. Next, I want to post an article to all these 3 sites. To do so, I press Shift while I click the shortcut to the posting page in one of the side notes. When I press Shift, the same action is done in all open tabs. The result is that we open the posting page for all these 3 sites with a single click. And now we can fill in our article into each one. To fill all the forms at the same time, we choose an option from the toolbar button named Fill Forms in All Tabs. When I click it, all articles are filled in automatically in all the tabs. All that is left to do is to check that everything is OK and click the Submit buttons. I have now successfully posted 3 articles to 3 different sites. In this example, we just used 3 sites, but you could have posted to many more. The option to work with multiple sites at the same time is a huge time saver and a very powerful feature. We have already seen how the site list can be tweaked and filtered in different ways, but let's have a closer look and see some of the more advanced options. First, let us reset all the options to the default settings. We do this by clicking this button, Reset All to Default. The first set of options are the filters. Just to give you an example, I will set the Type filter to display only sites that offer a blog option. Next, I will select some of these sites. Then I'll set the filter for selected to yes, and now the list only displays the sites that I have selected. The next set of options is the presets. Besides filtering the list, you can also choose exactly which columns you want to see. Let's say I want to sign up at these pages. Then I can choose the preset Create Accounts, and then all irrelevant columns in the site list will be hidden. You can also tweak the site list to display exactly the information that you want to see by showing or hiding individual columns. This is done from the Choose Columns options. Here you can hide or show any column in the site list. When you have tweaked everything to match your workflow, then you can save the settings as a custom preset and load it again whenever you need to. Just click the Save button, give your preset a name, and click Save. Now let's reset everything to default. To recall the saved preset, I simply select it from the Custom Preset menu. Now our custom preset is loaded just the way we want it. You can save as many presets as you want to match your different tasks and workflows. One final thing that you can do with the site list is to export all the information for the accounts and the links that you have built. This is a great option if you need to generate reports for clients. For now, I'll just briefly show you how it works. First, set the preset to Generate Report, and then I toggle the export options and click Export CSV. Now I simply copy all the information and then I can paste it all into a spreadsheet. And there we go. We now have a perfect report with usernames, passwords, and all the created links. I hope you can see that the site list is a very powerful tool. It can be filtered and tweaked in so many different ways, and it is simply the perfect dashboard for any link building project. So far we have seen how Autofill Magic works with sites that are already in the Autofill Magic collection. But one of the very strong features of Autofill Magic is that it works with any site and not just the sites that you find in the site list. Autofill Magic will fill in any form on any website and store the account information so you can log in later. Let me show you how it works. Here we are at the sign up page at Kickstarter.com. This site is not in the Autofill Magic collection, but I know that you can get a nice backlink from your profile at this site. Let us try to fill in the form by clicking the Autofill Magic button. When I use Autofill Magic to fill in the form, all fields are filled in correctly, and sign up is an incredibly easy process. Autofill Magic will also be able to verify the email addresses for most sites without any pre-configuration. In short, this means that you are not limited to use Autofill Magic with just the sites that we provide. You can use Autofill Magic with any site and any platform that you like. We have just seen how Autofill Magic can fill forms and store your account information for sites that are unknown to Autofill Magic, but you can take this a step further. With the Autofill Magic Trainer, you can train Autofill Magic to fill forms just the way you want it to, and add your own sites to the collection so they show up in the site list. Adding your own sites is easy, and here I will give you an idea of the workflow. Here we are at the sign up page for an Italian site with an option to build a free website. Let us fill the form by clicking the Autofill Magic button. When I fill the form with Autofill Magic, we can see that the name field is not filled in. This can happen sometimes, especially for non-English sites, but it's very easy to fix. To tell Autofill Magic that we want the name to be filled in this empty field, I simply right-click the field, select Create New Rule, click Next, select the value that I want, and click Save. Now let us fill the form again by clicking the Autofill Magic button. Now when I fill in the form, the field is filled in correctly, and that is just how easy it is to train Autofill Magic to fill in a specific value. Before we submit the form, then let us create a note for the site and add it to the site list. To create a note, we simply click the Autofill Magic Trainer button in the toolbar. Then we click Create Note for this domain. Now we can add a bunch of information for this site. I'll just add some basic information to give you an idea of how this works. There's a detailed tutorial available that explains all the options. For now, I'll just set the platform type to Site Builder and set the language to Italian. And when I double-click the field for the sign-up URL, I will get the URL to the sign-up page automatically. I have set a few other settings, and now when I save the note, it is immediately displayed as other site notes are. If we switch to the site list, we can also easily find the site, and now we can work with this site just like any other site in the site list. It is very easy to add your own sites to Autofill Magic, and it is a great benefit that you're not limited to just the collection that we offer out of the box. You can add all kinds of platforms, and you're definitely not limited to blog sites and website builders. We have users who use Autofill Magic for classified ads, infographics, and many other types of sites. You can also export and share the sites that you add. That makes it possible to exchange sites and that way build your collection of sites to use with Autofill Magic. Autofill Magic is not just a good tool for managing your Web 2.0 properties. You can also easily add domains that you own yourself to Autofill Magic. And that turns Autofill Magic into a great private blog network manager. You simply add your own sites with the Autofill Magic Trainer so they are available in the site list. Then you can easily select them and create a preset so you can load them with a single click whenever you need to. Here I have created a preset called My PBN. When I select this preset, the site list will only display my small network of 5 private domains. I have just added 5 sites for the sake of example, but you can easily add hundreds if you need to. Now I can auto log in to each site or use the bulk actions menu to log in to all the sites at the same time. It works exactly the same way as the example we saw earlier in the video, where I showed how to work with multiple sites at the same time. You can use this approach for any of your own sites. It does not have to be a private blog network. If you manage a lot of niche websites, then managing them becomes an easy task when you utilize the Autofill Magic site list as your dashboard. Autofill Magic is very well documented. We have several video tutorials that will get your Autofill Magic workflow up to speed in no time. We also have a written tutorial where you can look up any feature in Autofill Magic and get a detailed explanation. In short, you have all the help available that you need to get the most out of Autofill Magic. At this point, Autofill Magic has been maintained and developed for more than 4 years. Several of our users who signed up 4 years ago are still happily using Autofill Magic. We have no plan to stop the development of Autofill Magic. In fact, the contrary is the case. We intend to keep Autofill Magic up to date and to keep adding new features. And since Autofill Magic can be modified to work with any kind of site, there's no reason to think that Autofill Magic won't be useful in any near future. We're getting near the end of this video, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch it to the end. I've tried my best to give you a clear idea of how Autofill Magic works and how you can benefit from it. But the best way to get to know Autofill Magic is to try it out for yourself. That is why we offer a 7 days free trial for a fully working copy. So head to autofillmagic.com and get your free trial right away.